Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Gen X Lounge, the tri-weekly podcast where we discuss the pop culture of today and look back at the pop culture of yesterday, but mostly we just shoot the shit. I am Brian. This is episode 48, and it's been a rough couple of weeks getting recorded, getting everybody's schedules lined up, and then the weather's trash, and then my internet's garbage, and then my computer's a piece of shit, and then I fell down and broke my hip. It's just been terrible. It's all been bad. But hopefully, knock wood, we're going to be okay tonight. And with me is Bolo.
Hey, what's up, party people? How we doing?
Hey, Bolo.
Always a pleasure to see you guys and hang out with you.
Feelings mutual, my friend. Also, we got... You'll not see nothing like the mighty Quinn. The mighty Quinn.
Hey, fellas. How's it going?
It's going good.
Yo.
So far, so good. Anyway, 2 minutes in, and I know I'm not in a panic yet.
So professional.
Dutch is here. Hey, Dutch.
What's going on, homies?
Hey, Dutch.
Me and Dutch did a stream, 2 Fridays ago?
Yeah, we were on a road trip and we had to piss real bad.
No, that's not what I meant.
I'm glad that, you know what? I'm happy that went over with you, Brian.
That's not what I meant, Dutch.
Fucking tough crowd on the other side here.
What did we talk about on that stream?
I was laughing on the inside.
We talked about Godzilla and superheroes. And really, it was just an excuse to discuss the Fantastic Four and Superman on my Godzilla channel. But we tied Kaiju into it. So it was a good time.
And consensus is the Hawkgirl scream is tops.
Yeah, but everybody liked the Hawkgirl scream. Everybody on that liked the Hawkgirl scream. I think.
Well, Mike didn't see the movie.
Yeah, Mike didn't see it, but and then we were evenly split. We weren't even. Yeah, we were evenly split on who liked Superman and who liked Fantastic Four more. I think. I'm pretty sure because Dobko didn't like Superman. It didn't sound like he liked it at all, or very little. Obviously, you and Rich loved it, and then me and Dobko liked Fantastic Four a little bit more, not like crazy more.
I don't think they're too far apart. You know what I mean?
I don't think so either. So we haven't recorded in a while because, like I said, there has been just a ton of technical issues. My computer died, then I bought another computer that was even a bigger piece of shit than the computer that died, if that's possible.
It's what David Arnold would call a carousel of bullshit.
It's just been a lot. And then last Wednesday we were all set to record, and it was going to thunderstorm, and I was like, we're going to record like half an hour into this, and I'm going to lose electric. Of course, it barely rained. But
so wait, Brian. So the computer that you did use for the Cocktails and Kaiju live stream ended up being a piece of shit.
No. That was a laptop I bought. I actually bought a desktop computer. From a company called Geekom.
Well, there's your problem right there.
And no, this thing's awesome. It's about the size of an external hard drive. It's crazy. My phone is bigger than this computer. So, and this is like considered it's considered a desktop. But I mean, you could literally throw this in a bag along with this. I got a Bluetooth mouse, Bluetooth keyboard that like folds up, so it's like that big, which is like the size of like a sandwich. And then I got a screen that just folds down. Like I could literally throw all this stuff in a bag and go about my merry way. So it's pretty cool. Enough of that though. So yeah, since we haven't recorded in a while, I figured we just do like a 5-hour episode tonight. So we should probably get going.
Sounds great.
Quinn looks happy as shit right now.
I'm joking. Actually, this is a fairly late episode. We are going to start cartoon madness, but that won't be for a minute. I do have a quick. Do you want to feel old?
Too old for this shit.
I saw this on Reddit. Someone asked this in the Gen X Reddit group, but it was not a Gen Xer. They wrote, "I'm 24." And I never experienced MTV. But the lore I've heard from older people makes it sound like it was the shit back in the day.
You just don't know
The lore.
the lore.
The lore. The lore of
lore.
MTV.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the shit back in the day, young man.
Yeah. I get real nostalgic for that whole
Mhm.
time frame. You know what I mean? Where it was just coming out, and it was
Yeah.
something so different than anything else that was on TV.
Yeah.
And it was
Did
just for us.
Yeah.
Did anybody
Agreed.
have VH1 right the next channel up or down from MTV?
Yes, for a long time they were right next to each
Yeah.
other. But
Yeah.
we didn't have VH1
So
for a while.
That's what I would
VH1
do. I would just flip back and forth looking for whichever video, like Living on the Edge or Jeremy or anything like that. Like,
Yeah, VH1 though, we definitely got closer to the 90s, I think, than we did.
Yeah,
oh yeah, for sure.
And then when we went to college, remember when we had was it Fuse or something like that? Some other music channel that cable company out where we went to college
Yeah.
had? I want to say it was called Fuse or the Box or something. Maybe it was called the Box. I don't even know what it was called.
I thought Fuse came later
Fuse,
on.
I think, is still around. I think that might have been
maybe
more.
maybe this
more
was like the
recent.
Box or something.
Yeah,
But yeah, we had that.
but
too.
MTV had already transitioned
They had
by
already
that
started
time
their
to
The real world.
cartoons and reality shows.
some reality
and things
shows.
like that.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's funny because like people get sort of like gatekeepy now when younger people like people my daughter's age, when they discover music through like TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like how are you going to be Gen X and gatekeep people finding our music through TikTok? Like we found our music through MTV. Like, really, is it that big of a difference? Like, all it is a different way to discover music. Like, who cares? Be happy that they're discovering, music. Honestly, like, I don't care. Like, if you discover Deftones through TikTok, I'm not gonna look down on you because you like. I'm good. I'm glad younger people are discovering shit. It's cool.
Yeah,
it's good. I'm all for it. Let's do news. Wouldn't be an episode of Gen X Lounge if we didn't have some dead people.
Good Lord.
Wow. For the gut punch.
Who died? We got a couple deaths. We got Danielle Spencer, who was D from What's Happening.
Yeah.
The sarcastic little sister. She was a veterinarian in her adult life. And she was pretty young. What was she, 60? I don't know. I should take notes.
I think she was
young.
60, yeah.
60 something, yeah. Lonnie Anderson died, who was famously from WKRP in Cincinnati, married to Burt Reynolds for a long time. Definitely one of the first sex symbols I remember, probably.
Yeah, she was a little before our time. Just a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, she still was very attractive into the 90s.
Yes.
And married to Burt Reynolds for quite a while. And then, of course, Dutch yesterday killed Terrence Stamp. So good job, Dutch.
Like I said, I also made the day. I made a WKRP in Cincinnati reference the day she died too. If you want to blame that.
Jesus Christ. But yes, Dutch bought a Zod action figure, right? Like
I did, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, those reaction figures, like the small mini ones.
Yeah.
On my way back from Asbury Park, New Jersey, my best buddy and I were on a toy hunt. We were hitting every target we could find. And I found 4 of the 6 of them, and Zod was the last one. And that's all I got to say about that.
But Terrence Stamp was in He was in a ton of good movies. He was in a lot of good stuff. He was in a lot of bad stuff too. But probably for my money, the best Zod live action for sure.
Oh yeah.
I did like Zod in Man of Steel. But he's just he was great.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna go with everybody. Most '80s kids, like, they're gonna say Darth Vader as their favorite villain, the one that scared them the most. For me, it was fucking Zod, man. Zod terrified me as a kid. I was scared to death of him in Superman 2, and there was never anything that was more satisfying to me than Superman luring him into thinking that he was kneeling for him, and then just like
crushing his hand.
like crushing his freaking hand. He's like, "Ah!"
My favorite was the genuine curiosity in his voice when he's talking to Lex. Because why do you say these things
to me when you know I will kill you for it?
Oh man, so good.
He was
so
really
good.
That movie. One of the things that always scared the shit out of me in that movie, which is all of the things in that movie, the thing that would be least likely to happen to me is when they kill that astronaut by pulling his off. That for some reason disturbed me so bad.
That whole scene disturbs me because that's
too.
the reason. It's the reason why I don't like Superman 2 as much anymore, because it's so unnecessarily cruel the way that those men die.
Yeah.
And really where the fuck was Superman?
Yeah, it's really
where the fuck was Superman? Like while those poor guys were suffocating to death in space.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like I hated that. Sure. I hate that fucking part of that movie.
Sure.
Like it was just way too cruel. And like it's a reason why I don't like Superman 2 as much as I used to. It's just that scene is just very cruel.
But I think also with that scene, it literally sets a tone of them being villains, like hardcore villains.
Well, they're also confused.
They're committing like they're committing murder.
But if you watch Superman 1, you already know that from the trial at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, that they're hardcore villains. I think it's also that they're confused about like why like humans are way more fragile than they are. And they also don't realize how strong they are. You know what I mean? Like when she doesn't know what snake, yeah, like when the snake bites her, or
she does.
Like they're not.
Did you ever, I was gonna say, did you ever notice how she reacts like in pain when the snake bites her?
Yeah.
Like what the hell's going on with that?
She's irritated, like she's not full strength yet in that scene. You know what I mean? Like Zod has an issue where he's still learning his abilities with the heat vision, where it's not full blast yet.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. You can breathe in space and entry, but snake hurts your hand.
Yeah,
I watched it. I didn't direct it.
The whole planet.
The scene that bothers me is when the redneck beats him up in the diner. That's the one I can't watch.
Oh,
because even without powers, he's like 6'4".
Yeah,
from Kansas.
But Clark doesn't know. He doesn't know how to fight without his powers. Like he doesn't
clearly.
Like so. But you're right. Like why would that dude, who is obviously much older and shorter than 6 foot freaking 225-pound Christopher Reeve, try to F with him like that?
Yeah. Speaking of Superman, Superman hit digital on Friday, right?
Yes, it did.
Physical release is the 23rd of September. The reason
does that mean anything to anybody anymore?
Yeah, really? It might. I might buy it. The reason I buy it is I keep seeing articles about how physical media is starting to pick back up again, and I think the reason for that is because part 2 is that people are not trusting that their digital media will stay available to them. So, like Dutch, I'm sure you're buying whatever super edition steelbook comes out of Superman.
Nah, I figured I'd skip it.
Yeah, you just download it and burn it onto a DVR.
Of course I'm gonna fucking buy it. Come on. Yeah, of course I'm gonna buy it. And I've actually thought about I may still get the digital version because I want to see the movie again. I want to see it in theaters, but it's just kind of sitting right there on Amazon Prime, and I'm like, because like this week, this is what I'm going to see. I'm going to see Ninja Turtles hopefully tomorrow night.
35th anniversary of that, right?
Yep, want to catch that. If I catch Shin Godzilla when it's Shin God, can we talk about that? How that made more money in this release than it did 9 years ago?
Which is crazy.
And then next Monday is Batman and Batman Returns. I'm going to that double feature. And then the following Friday, I'm going to go to King of Prussia to see Jaws.
Damn.
On IMAX. So, yep.
That's crazy.
Jaws is going to be in IMAX that day, man. If you want to join.
Is it just one day?
I think it's 2, but I'm gonna try and leave work early and go to the 4 something showing, hoping that there will be like a poster or some shit.
What day is that?
The 29th, Friday.
Oh, I'm off. So's Brandy.
Yeah,
Because
man.
we're going to
There you go.
Jaws and
yeah,
IMAX.
we're actually going to be up by you that Wednesday because we're seeing Chevelle at the casino up there.
Okay.
And we're coming home that following day, and then I just was like, well, I'm just taking the rest of that weekend off, and she is too. So honestly, we may actually do that. I will let you know. I will ask her and let you know because that would be a freaking cool ass movie to see in IMAX, I think.
And especially in that IMAX.
Yeah.
Like the King of Prussia IMAX is like
it's really good, yeah.
It for me is like the place to go to see this shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll let you know.
Cool.
Other superhero news that is sticking with Superman for a second. So yeah, I saw an interview with James Gunn. He said they're releasing it already, even though it's because it is still doing good in theaters. I mean, it's not like doing insane, but I mean, it's still
no. But if it's making over $1 million a day on like a Monday,
yeah. So it's kind of crazy that they put it out to stream, but they wanted it. He said he wanted everyone to be able to see it prior to Peacemaker season 2 starting, which is Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday? I thought it was Friday.
It's the 20th, right? Is it Wednesday? It's this week. I thought it was the 20th.
Pretty sure it was 22nd.
You might be right.
That sounds like a bad business decision, no?
It just seems weird though, too, because like honestly, are you not gonna watch Peacemaker because you haven't seen Superman? Like
I was gonna say, I also think that. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Quinn.
No, I was just gonna say the reach of Peacemaker is so small. Yeah. You know what I mean? Compared to Superman, wouldn't you want to? Wouldn't you want to keep making that $1 million a day?
I bet you he's in Peacemaker, if I had to guess.
I would absolutely bet on him having a cameo in Peacemaker for sure.
Yeah, I think he probably is too.
Yeah, there's some things that are going to be some world building stuff within Peacemaker that's setting up the future.
Hawk Girl's in it, Green Lantern's in it.
Let's get more of that screech, baby.
Yeah, there's some more screeching.
No.
You need to get that
and James Gunn has said Peacemaker is the direct follow-up to Superman. Like, it literally picks up right where Superman left off.
Strange, because they're so tonally different. It's just so odd to me.
Yeah, I feel like that diminishes, but that's fine.
I don't. Yeah. So in non-DC superhero news, Michael Mando is reported to be in the new Spider-Man movie, which is fucking awesome because he was very strongly hinted that he was going to be Scorpion in.
Well, he was Scorpion in. Well, he was
he's not. Yeah,
Max Gargan.
He wasn't Scorpion. He was the character. Max, what's his last name?
Gargan or something.
Gargan.
That's Gargan. Right. Yeah. Max Gargan. Yes.
Either Max or Mac. It might be Mac. I forget. But didn't he have a scorpion tattoo?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's awesome. He's fucking great in everything. So I'm super excited to see.
What's he famous for? Narcos?
No, he was in Better Call Saul.
Or Better Call Saul. Yeah, I'm sorry, not Breaking Bad.
Okay.
And he was the main villain in Far Cry 4, I think, the video game Far Cry 4. But man, you want to talk about an amazing performance. His performance as Nacho in Better Call Saul is just fucking great.
He was fantastic.
He's so good, yeah. And then I did see this, and I thought it was interesting. Robert Downey Jr. is getting more than $80 million between Doomsday and Secret Wars.
I was going to say that's kind of old news, isn't it?
I don't know. I just think it's fucking insane. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Just get somebody else.
Points, man.
Get somebody else to do it. It's just more, it just adds more fuel to my fire of being so annoyed that he's even playing that role when, like, it's supposed to be a guy in a mask. Just get somebody else. It's so dumb. I hate it.
Well, and like I said, that was my biggest concern, was the fact that Doom is the one Marvel character that doesn't take his fucking mask off because of either his vanity or in some cases where he's actually disfigured. So, and then what's the first thing we see of the Robert Downey Jr. Doom? He's got we don't see his face, but he's got his fucking mask off.
Yep.
Yeah, if you're gonna have Downey, you have to show his face the whole time, right? If you're paying him $80 million, so
to give the Avengers like or any kind of stake involved, like you'd have to be like, wait, isn't that Tony Stark? Otherwise, what's the point?
And I just hate it. And I don't have this in my notes, but you know, I mean, we have to talk about, I guess, Fantastic Four's performance was, I guess, I don't want to say it bombed, but it definitely didn't do good. And
it underperformed.
Yeah, this is the first year in like 14 years or something like that where a Marvel movie won't be in the top. I think it was like the top 10 box office. Just because how poorly.
Well, I thought it already beat. Didn't it do better than Thunderbolts and something else?
Yeah, but the Thunderbolts was.
I was gonna say, how did it? I'm pretty sure it made more than.
It did make more
the
than
other
Thunderbolts.
ones. But
what was the other one? That's
Captain America 4.
Oh yeah, and Captain America. Yeah, so it's
Brave New World.
Yeah, Brave New World was considered kind of a flop too, though. But I mean, you almost have to consider this a flop too, because I mean, dude, the hardcore Marvel people like us went and saw it, and then pretty much doesn't seem like most other people saw it. Like it definitely didn't have the legs Superman had.
I think Marvel's. I heard Wars is the Marvel Universe and me. What?
We're losing Quinn. Did we lose you, Quinn?
Still.
Hang on.
Not hear me?
No. Okay. Quinn has relocated to a different part of his house. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, Superman seemed to have legs, obviously. And Fantastic Four seemed to do a solid weekend opening and then just fucking nosedived. And I don't even think it had bad word of mouth. I just don't think it had any word of mouth. Like people were talking about, like my sister went and saw Superman. You know what I mean? Like, so
what'd she think of it?
She did not like it.
Huh.
Well, at least the money's in the box office. That's all.
Yeah, she was over here on Saturday night. She was like, "He's such a whiner. All he did was, I want to be human. I'll be human."
Yeah.
I don't know any non.
Talk to Dutch.
Yeah, I don't know any non-geeks that like that movie. You know what I mean? Like it seems like
it a lot. And I mean, she's done a big time about face. I mean, her as my case study from Die Hard Marvel to meh about pretty much everything Marvel in the last like year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah. So have I.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. I mean, I feel like if we're feeling like that, the general public is really, really out on Marvel.
So what do you guys really think it is? Because everybody's an expert on this shit, and everybody's like superhero fatigue, this and that. I honestly think that the Marvel brand has lost audience trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, and I wish it wasn't the case.
Oh, I agree.
It was okay to have filler movies that incrementally build up to something. Mm-hmm. And then you had the payoff directed by the Russos, so they were quality. And now you have these filler movies with no pun intended, and no end game in sight. And there's nothing building up. You know what I mean? There's no tension, there's no mystery, there's no excitement building. So why do we care about any? We care about Brave New World. It's B tier hero.
Yeah, and like with too many Disney
nothing to look forward to.
Yeah. Disney Plus didn't do it any favors, honestly.
Correct.
So, all right, last bit of news. We talked about the Bond franchise getting bought by Amazon, and we kind of were like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, time will tell. So now news reports are coming out that Jeff Bezos is obsessed with the idea of his wife becoming the next Bond girl. So
that's got some cuckold energy to it, is all I'm saying.
Where are you hearing that?
I've read it on multiple reports.
Reddit.
Multiple articles on Reddit.
You read it on Reddit.
I read it on Reddit. So yeah, God forbid, Jesus Christ. Hey guys, it's almost football season.
Are you ready for some football?
Yeah.
I'm ready for some football.
Are you?
Hey, the Giants are doing good, man. They're winning their preseason
Giants
game,
are doing good.
They're looking good.
You motherfucker.
A list of the
that's a sign, man.
A list of the most valuable NFL teams came out. Did you guys see this?
No.
Yeah. So that of all 32 teams, based on their what they are worth, has come out, and I figured we look at that because we can't really. Preseason football sucks, but I am excited for football. And the week that we record next, I think, will be the opening week of football, unless we record a supplemental episode. But so coming in at a whopping $5.5 billion at number 32, we have the Cincinnati Bengals.
Huh?
Yep, they are the
32nd.
Yeah.
Wow.
At $5.57 billion, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Wait, where are we starting with this again, Brian?
What do you mean? Where are we starting? We're starting at number 32.
Oh, we're doing all 32 teams? Oh, I thought this was like a top 10. That's why I was like, wait a second, what?
No, I just figure I'll do 30. I mean, we can do the top 10 if you want, but some of our teams won't be in the top 10.
Who gives a
Quinn?
shit?
All right, well, I'll do some of the more interesting ones.
Yeah.
They're semi-local. Baltimore Ravens at $6 billion. They're number 24.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Quinn.
Yeah.
Your boys are at a value of $6.51 billion. They are number 17.
That is a lot of terrible towels.
Yeah. Which is
That's low for
shocking.
them. Yeah.
It is. And the
So-
team above them at $6.53 billion is the Chiefs. So, you know.
I mean, Pittsburgh's a small market.
Yeah.
So I don't know what their revenue, considering the size of the fan base, I would think it'd be higher.
I thought the Chiefs would be. Well, I thought the Chiefs would be top 10. But yeah, no.
No, the fans have already abandoned ship after last year.
Are the Cowboys number one? Can we spoil it?
Well, let's get into the top 10. So number 10, which I'm a little surprised about, at 7.5 billion, is the Commanders of Washington. Number 9 at 7.9 billion is the Las Vegas Raiders. 8 at 8.1 billion is the New York Jets.
Not
8.2
surprised.
And number 7 is 8.25 billion for the Miami Dolphins. All right,
Yeah.
so now we're in the top, or number 6. Coming in at number 6, not quite in the top 5. 8.43 billion. My Embolo's Philadelphia Eagles. All right, so we got 5 left. At number 5 at 8.6 is the Niners, San Francisco. 8.76, the Patriots of New England, I mean.
I was like, what?
Oh,
Number 3 is at 10.25 billion, would be the New York Giants. Good job.
How in the hell is that
There you go.
possible?
that is wow.
I mean, it's New York. I mean,
New York,
I
man.
get it, but
you got to figure they're going to be in the top. You know,
I would have I would have said top 10 easy. I was not expecting number 3.
Yeah.
Well, you
number
got to figure
2
if the Jets are that high after being terrible for
Yeah,
30 years.
exactly.
When he said the Jets, I was like, all right, we're going to be pretty high up on this. But
Yeah,
I
the
wasn't
Jets
expecting
are-
that.
Yeah, the Jets are awful. Number 2, and this has to be, again, a location thing, although they have won a Super Bowl in the last 4 years, I think, 5 years, at 10.43 billion, the Rams. Yep.
Yeah.
And of course, how about them Cowboys? Number 1
Oh wow.
America's team.
at
America's
12.8 billion.
Yeah.
Y'all notice how every NFC East team was in the top 10?
Yeah. Well, they're all major markets. So
But the Commanders being at 10 is a little I'm a little bit surprised by that.
Too. I mean, they have a history, but they have a bunch of Super Bowls. But that's
yeah, I feel like it's a little high too. All right, that's football for now. We'll go into
Quinn has been
they did also
frozen
get
permanent.
sold.
No,
I'm
Quinn, you were
frozen
having
again.
terrible- Yeah, you're doing terrible. Go on.
Maybe that'll help.
All right. We got some trailers, but just a couple. One of which I only vaguely remember since I
Coming
sent it to
soon
you
to a
guys.
theater near you.
We got the Red Band trailer for Peacemaker season 2, which again we kind of already discussed. Peacemaker. I I know, Quinn, you're not a fan. I'm very much looking forward to it. I think Dutch and Bolo, you guys are in that camp with me.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm
Quinn,
looking forward to seeing it.
Are you going to give it a
catch up.
shot, or are you just like out?
I'll watch it if it's on. I enjoyed the trailer. I didn't like the first season all that. I just kind of got sick of the first season. I found it uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now that it's tied into the DCU, there's more of a interest, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be more fun. But I don't know, man. There's just something about John Cena that made me not want to watch it.
I don't know that he's a good actor. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's probably not. But he's really good in that role. Like he's so funny, and he's so like his humor is sort of like he takes himself so seriously. That's what makes it funny.
That's what makes it awesome.
Yeah, like
He's a very likable guy in interviews and stuff. He's he's intelligent. He's well spoken.
Yeah.
But there's just something about that show I just couldn't handle. So.
Yeah. It's also nice that a guy who comes from that professional wrestling background and is jacked beyond belief really lets himself be like the butt of jokes, which you would never see. The Rock never really lets himself be the butt of jokes like that. So I like that too. So and then the other trailer I sent you guys was for a horror movie called Shelby Oaks, which I remember looking pretty cool, but that's the only thing I remember about it.
I don't know that I watched that.
It looks pretty good, but I can't get into more than that because I don't remember anything else about it. That's what happens when I send you guys trailers 3 weeks before we record. Oh God.
I've been hearing, I haven't seen a trailer for it, but I've been hearing there's a horror movie coming out called Good Boy, and it's a horror movie from the view of like the family dog.
That's the family dog who sees these invisible demons that are haunting or his owners. I think the trailer just came out today, so I'll send it to you guys tonight, and then in 2 weeks when we record again, I'll have forgotten everything about it. All right, let's talk about what we've been watching because it's been a while since we recorded. We've probably all seen at least one or two things. I know I've seen a few things that I definitely want to talk about. So let's do that real quick.
Now, our feature presentation.
Who wants to go first? Quinn, you saw Weapons, right?
I saw Weapons. I also saw, I don't remember if we talked about it last time, I also saw that Eden movie that we were talking about.
Yes, you did say you saw that.
Yeah, and that was pretty good. I did not realize it's a true story, and that there was a documentary on it a couple years ago. But yeah, I saw Weapons in the theater. It's very good. It's not a perfect movie. It's always hard to end a horror movie, so it doesn't land all that great. But it works as a mystery. The performances are really good. There's a couple creepy parts. I didn't think it was too scary, but it was interesting enough, to be enjoyable throughout.
Yeah, cool. I have purposely avoided spoilers because I really am very interested in seeing it. It's just a matter of getting my ass in gear and going to see it. But
tonally, it's kind of like Barbarian. You know what I mean? Where
same director. So
yeah, exactly, and you can kind of see that in it. But obviously, it's the plot of it's nothing like that. But the where it's set up, how Barbarian had the setup with the rental and all that other stuff first.
Yeah.
Before it got weird, Weapons has similar tone to that.
Yeah, like Barbarian seemed like it was going to be almost a completely different movie.
Right.
The first 25 minutes or so, which I liked. I thought that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I would recommend it. I mean, don't expect to be overwhelmed.
Yeah.
But I would recommend it. Yeah.
Cool. Anything else? I know we've all seen Alien Earth, so we can save that to the end.
Not me. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you haven't watched it at all yet? Okay.
No. But you guys can do spoilers. I don't mind.
I haven't finished it. I got through like the first half of it.
Womp 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 womp. All right, Bolo, what have you seen anything in the last little bit of time since we've spoken?
I have been watching The Sandman on Netflix, season 2. I'm enjoying that. Also, Alien Earth has been I completed that. It's only 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed that as well. The aliens, I mean, I'm sure we'll get to it, but the aliens are very fast and murderous.
Yeah.
They're taking folks apart quickly.
Well, there's only one.
Yeah, but still, that one is literally tearing through humans like paper mache.
There's lots of aliens, but there's only one alien. There are lots of other aliens that of which we've never seen before. I like it a lot. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's a good show, but I am enjoying every moment of it. Like, I just really, really like it.
That's a Reacher review.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. I think visually, I like it. The effects are good especially for being a TV show. They're very good.
The opening was pretty much shot for shot like the opening of Alien.
Yeah. I just love that they keep that aesthetic throughout all these movies, because obviously Alien and to a lesser extent Aliens, but Alien especially has this is the future, but it's also 1979 or whatever. Yeah. So, all the computers have that green display
or the dot matrix.
Yeah. And I just love that they have carried that over to all these movies where they're like, yeah, this is just what the future looks like in this world.
Right.
It's just basically kept like a 70s, early 80s.
Also agree.
Aesthetic.
Also agree. Those were the best things that they did with Star Wars as well, was to keep like that same aesthetic that was from the original trilogy, I thought.
Yeah, and that's smart, because otherwise you risk this is a prequel to Alien, so why would everything be shiny and bright and high tech when this obviously takes place before the first movie? I also like that the main character and her brother grew up watching like Ice Age, like the movie Ice Age is like canon in the Alien universe apparently. And like Peter Pan is canon in the Alien universe. Reggie Jackson, there's a whole like section about Reggie Jackson in episode 2, Mr. October.
It's actually awesome.
That is referenced. Yeah, there's a guy, I guess one of these guys is like a big baseball fan. They're in his apartment, and he's got like all this baseball memorabilia, and he has it doesn't. I'm bummed it didn't say whose it was supposed to be, but there's an old framed red Phillies jersey hanging up in this guy's apartment with the big old style P that they used to have.
Got to be Mike Schmidt.
Who do you think? I was gonna say, who do you think it could possibly be?
Yeah, Mike Schmidt, maybe Tugger.
Mike Schmidt or Steve Carlton, one of them too.
Yeah. Or Pete Rose, maybe.
Reggie Jackson was a superhero to me when I was a kid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
Reggie Jackson in like 4th grade or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Do baseball players still have that same kind of clout to today's kids?
Nah,
wait till I tell you about Aaron Judge.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Like, legitimately, Aaron Judge has that aura about him. And
I know, but he doesn't have. He doesn't have the cachet in pop culture that Reggie Jackson did, though. You know, like everybody knew who Reggie Jackson was. You know what I mean?
He had his own candy bar.
Yeah. I did a book report on him in 4th grade. I don't think any 4th graders are doing book reports on anything these days, but if they are, they're not.
How in the hell would you know if somebody didn't do a book report on Aaron Judge? What are you talking
They don't read
about?
books.
They might, yeah. Because
this is also true. They don't do book reports.
I have to find a TikTok about Aaron Judge.
Yeah, exactly.
Get off
Wikipedia review.
Yeah. Chat GPT.
Yeah,
I do like that about it. The general, and this isn't spoiler, I don't think, the general idea of this is that the Earth has been divided, very much like this Yarvin fellow. Have you ever heard of this Yarvin fellow who all our current government officials just love? He's one of the authors of Project 2025. He thinks that America should be broken up into basically into corporate states run by CEOs. So like we could live in like Amazon land, and Jeff Bezos would be our leader, or you might be in Muskville. But
right.
and this is a real guy. Yeah, this is a real guy. This is a real guy who many people in our current government believe strongly in his thoughts. So anyway, in this universe, though, basically that's what's happened, right? Because you have Weyland-Yutani, you have this company that the main characters are from, and there are all these different companies. Like Weyland-Yutani's ship crashes on Earth, but it crashes in this other corporation's territory. So Weyland-Yutani doesn't have permission to go get their ship. So it's like it's basically like if Spain sent a spaceship and it crashed into Washington D.C. Currently, right. It's that type of thing, except it's all corporations. So this young trillionaire genius has created synthetics, which basically he's taken kids with terminal diseases and put their we kind of talked about this. It basically put their consciousness into these bodies of these adult bodies, which we kind of talked about. Like, would you do that if you could? And we were all like, yeah, why wouldn't I do it? So that's like the gist of it. But the thing I really find charming and I like a lot is all of the characters that are these synthetics are like adults that are really acting childlike, and they're all really good at it, and it's really funny and it's really charming. There's this one guy Smee, who's like you meet him all as kids, and he's like this precocious black kid, and now he's like this precocious black adult, but he still acts like the kid. You know what I mean? So it's really funny. But yeah, I like it a lot. I mean, again, I don't know that it's a good show. I just know that I like it. So
there you go.
So yeah. What about you, Dutch? You been seeing anything?
Like I said, just watched Alien Earth, at least the first half of it. I'm going to try and finish it tonight before bed. I did mention I saw Naked Gun, right?
Oh, did you? How was it?
How was it?
In the group chat, you told us, but I don't think we talked about it.
Yeah, I don't think we talked about it.
Oh, okay. Surprisingly, really funny. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I would have probably laughed. My mood that day was just kind of like not the best for various reasons. So it was like, I knew you ever get like that where like, something's really, really funny, but you don't have the energy to actually laugh at it, but you just know that it's really funny. Yeah. That's kind of, it had nothing to do with the movie itself. It was just other shit. But like, no, I generally found it to be really funny. They kept a lot of the same humor that the original movies were known for. Thank God didn't do anything, spoiler alert, didn't do any dumb bullshit like CGI Leslie Nielsen or deep fake him or anything like that.
Yeah, good.
The OJ Simpson gag was absolutely hysterical.
Is that the one in the preview?
Yes, that was that had the audience howling. However, there's a did anybody else see it?
Oh, I saw the trailer. I mean the trailer, sorry.
The whole movie. Okay. Does anybody give a shit if I spoil something?
No, please.
No, how spoilery can you get with Naked Gun? But go ahead. There's a fucking cameo that not a single person in the theater except for myself reacted to. Like, there's a scene in the movie towards the end where like he's hanging upside down and his pants come off. And in front of a national studio audience, it's during an award show or some shit like that, or a New Year's. It's a New Year's Eve gala. That's what it is, and there's supposed to be a terrorist attack or whatever. And he's sitting there, and his pants are off and shit like that, and they're making fun of that. And it's kind of cutting to people's reactions, and split second you see Priscilla Presley do a quick cameo. That's his mother, like that's Jane Spencer from the other Naked Gun movies. It just cuts right to her, and she's like. And it's legitimately her, and that's her. He's playing her son in the movie, and nobody in the theater caught the fucking cameo. I was the only person. I did Leonardo DiCaprio. I was like, I literally was like, holy shit!
Was she unrecognizable or
no? She was you knew exactly who the hell she was.
Wow.
I mean,
I don't know that I've seen her since the original movie.
She's a lot older, but she's for people age. But She was recognizable. Like I saw her and her cameo was like all of like 2 seconds, but it took me 1 instant to be like, holy shit, they got her. That's cool. It was like cool. It was a nice little way of being fan servicey without overstaying its welcome at all. It was just so quick, blink and you'll miss it for the fans of the original trilogy. And Pamela Anderson was fantastic.
I saw the video where she's singing.
That was hysterical.
That was pretty funny.
It was really in the jazz club. That was
that was pretty funny.
That was absolutely hysterical. And even like Danny Houston always plays great villains. So worth watching.
Cool.
I had heard good reviews about it. The first trailer was so bad. But I had heard good reviews. So.
Yeah, I've heard.
Did Seth MacFarlane have anything to do with this?
I don't think so.
He was a producer on it, wasn't he?
Oh,
I don't know.
I believe he was the one who initially approached Liam Neeson about being in the role. I'm pretty sure he was a producer on it. In some
I
way,
had heard one of the reviews said the humor is very Seth MacFarlane. I was like, well, then I'll freaking love it.
Yeah, that works.
It's definitely worth a watch. Worth a watch for sure.
How many Van Helsings?
Van Helsing's, objectively or based on my mood that day?
No,
objectively, I give it like 6, 7 out of 10 Van Helsing's.
Nice.
It was enjoyable.
And based off your mood that day?
Well, again, I knew that it was better than like my reactions were allowing me to kind of enjoy it, so I do the same. It's about
gotcha.
I give it a 6 or 7 Van Helsings out of 10.
Awesome,
nice. I've seen a few things. I did finally see Jurassic
World.
What the fuck is
Rebirth?
Yeah, Jurassic World Rebirth or whatever.
Or how to clean up after your fucking Snickers wrapper before you fuck it up.
Wow,
dude, I'm not gonna lie, I loved it.
If you remember, I said it was still enjoyable. It was just really fucking dumb.
It was really dumb. But
I think we all had that reaction. All of us. Bolo, did you see it?
I have not seen it. I'm waiting for it to be free.
I liked it a lot. It's on the Plex, Bolo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I have not talked to anyone outside this podcast that liked that movie.
Really?
not one person.
That is the second time you've said that about a movie today.
I feel like I've seen online, like on Facebook and stuff, more positive than negative about it.
I have some friends that I recommended it to, and they freaking hated it. And then they send me online clips of people just laying into it and saying how fucking stupid it is.
It was a lot
like I'm the lone voice in the wilderness.
It was a lot better than the last one for sure.
Oh, it was better, dude. I'm gonna go out on a limb right now.
Oh fuck.
Oh no.
It was the best Jurassic Park movie since the second one.
What?
Period. Yep. And I will stand by it. And honestly, I might like it a little bit more than the second one. It was definitely,
dude.
Definitely.
I'm out.
I will hardcore say right now, it's the third best Jurassic Park movie. I will say right now, with certainty, it's the third best Jurassic Park movie.
Wow.
I hated the second one.
What is
I hated the second one. I didn't like the Chris Pratt ones. So I actually kind of like the third one.
Third one's all right.
Third one doesn't deserve the hate it gets.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Fine.
So I like I probably like that one better. So I'd say you're right, Brian. It's probably third.
Lost World is my personal favorite Jurassic Park film.
Oh my god, I hated that movie so much.
It's a lot.
It's my personal favorite.
When she karatekas that raptor, I was like, huh. So a 100-pound girl can just judo kick the raptor to death.
She had momentum on her side. All right. Okay. That's number one. Number two, and this is not a lie, because I remember this in the fucking theater. When that moment happened and she kicked that fucking raptor through the window, the damn place erupted.
Yes, of course it did.
Yeah.
That was just a better time to watch movies in general. But yeah,
I ain't trying to defend it. I'm just saying it worked at the time.
I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. Van Helsing's. I liked it a lot. And I also watched a movie called Eddington. Have any of you guys seen?
Oh, I've heard about that. It's Pedro Pascal
and Joaquin Phoenix, directed by Ari Aster, who did Hereditary and a bunch of horror movies. This is not a horror movie.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even know what the fuck it was.
I heard it's disturbing.
It's just, you remember when you watched what's the Demi Moore movie, The Substance, and you were like, you just need to watch it. That's how I feel about it. Like, you just need to watch it, because it takes place in May of 2020, right during COVID, and it just kind of. Dude, it's just fucked up, and like, and all of it. It really, in a way, just kind of like shows how COVID just broke everybody's brain. Like, it's a fucked up movie, and the last like 20 minutes are the most batshit insane thing I've ever seen. So it's just fucking crazy. I mean, I don't really even know how how I would rank it. It's just crazy.
Wow.
It was good, but just like it was like many times I was like, what in the fuck am I watching?
Yeah.
So
that's exactly how I felt about The Substance. I was like, I'm not recommending this, but I need you guys to see it.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it too. So yeah, it's something. And then I've been slowly catching up on the newest season of Dark Side of the Ring, and I just watched the Daphne episode. I sat on my couch and cried because
that's very
that shit was fucking horrible. Jesus Christ. Do you remember Daphne from WCW, Quinn?
Not really.
She was like the goth girl. She was very different from the typical female wrestler at the time. She didn't look like a Barbie doll. She was like, she would scream. She used to come out with Crowbar and David Flair near the end of WCW's run.
Okay.
She had pigtails.
Yeah.
Just like, and then I don't want to say she committed suicide on a live stream on Instagram, but she was on an Instagram stream right before she killed herself, and it just really like details her whole like downfall. She had really bad bipolar disorder, and just had a rough time. She had gotten like multiple concussions throughout her career, and just seemed like such a nice person. And her dad's on there, and her brother's on there, and her ex-boyfriend, and just her ex. Just all of her old friends, and it's just the end is just it's fucking brutal. That's a really good that's a really good series. Though, like if you're into wrestling, highly recommend. Maybe not. Maybe don't start with that episode, but but yeah.
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah. All right. On that happy note,
hang on. Did any of us watch Happy Gilmore 2? I feel like that was a big release that nobody has seen.
I watched it, and it's an exercise, and you want your time back. It's not a good movie.
Okay, so you did man.
It's not. And don't get me wrong, like you may like it, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm judging it harshly, plus I had a few drinks in me, but
I feel like that would make you like it more.
Yeah, there's some choices in that movie that you're just like, why did they do that?
Yeah.
And even the semi-tuned up, I was just like, I can't watch this anymore.
I feel like every attempt to revive something we loved from that has just been horrible. Like, either horrible or forgettable.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Yeah. There is something I want us all to watch, but I'll wait till later to bring it up. But first, let's do this. Let's go back in the day. I don't really have any notes on this. Too late, but it is worth noting. 15 years ago this month, actually on the 13th of this month, Scott Pilgrim versus the World was released at theaters.
I love that movie. That's one of my all-time favorite movies.
Absolutely fantastic movie.
I thoroughly enjoy that.
I have no notes or anything about it. I just thought I'd bring it up because it's fucking great. 5 years from now, when it's the 20th anniversary, we'll do a big deep dive into it.
I will rewatch it for that.
How many more?
I love that movie.
Yeah, Captain America,
Superman's in it. Superman's in it.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel's in it.
Yeah.
It's so good, man.
It's so good, and it's so funny, and it's so rewatchable.
Yeah.
I think it has everything for everyone in that movie.
Dude, it's great. It's genius, and it's Edgar Wright directed it, and he's the Shaun of the Dead guy. He's I mean, that whole series, the Hot Fuzz, and the one where they're doing the beer crawl, the World's End, which is also an underrated movie. That movie's great. He was supposed to direct Ant-Man, but he dropped out because he didn't want to do what Marvel wanted him to do.
Yeah, I'm curious what his Ant-Man would have been like.
Yeah, his Ant-Man would have been crazy.
He still has a writing credit and a producing credit on it.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, but yeah, that movie's phenomenal, man.
So good.
Everybody is, dude. Everybody in it is so funny. Is it Kieran Culkin that plays his roommate?
Kieran Culkin is
his roommate. Yeah.
Yeah, hilarious in that.
Yeah, so funny. Brie Larson is so good, and she's really singing in that. Which is incredible.
Yeah,
in fact, I think that entire band is really they're like really performing that.
The Clash at Demon Head.
Yeah, which is an old Nintendo game.
Yeah, I love. My favorite line of the movie is when Chris Evans just gets a text. And he's walking away and he goes, "That's actually hilarious." He is so funny in that movie.
He's so good at it. I'm going to go get blazed up in my Winnie.
I love his little Asian girlfriend is hilarious in it. I forget her name.
Knives.
Yes. It's so funny.
And she's so cute.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he's such a piece of shit. Like Scott Pilgrim is just a giant piece of shit to all the women. Like he's not really a redeeming character. He's not a good guy. That's the thing about the movie is he is a piece of shit. He, especially with Knives, he's like such a dick to her.
Because she really likes him, and it's just and it's just
I thought he just doesn't want to hurt her. But in doing so, he makes everything worse.
Yeah.
He's just a coward.
Yeah.
He's just
I think I can't speak for us all, but I'm pretty sure I was bad to a girl who really liked me in my youth.
We've all been there, Bolo. That's how we can recognize it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I'm glad we all owned up to it.
All of us are watching it, going, "Come on, man." And they even say it in there. Why don't you break up with your high school girlfriend? Just say it over and over to him.
Oh man,
that's a fucking great movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's great.
So for back in the day, what I want to do for episode 50, like I said, I want to do a March Madness style elimination tournament of cartoons from the 70s and 80s. I put it out on the Reddit group 80s cartoons, and I put it on my Facebook page, and I got a bunch of suggestions, and the rules were basically that the cartoon had to have premiered in the 70s or 80s. So like Tom and Jerry, which we all grew up with, and Bugs Bunny, which we all grew up with, and all that stuff that is obviously was in syndication because it's from the 40s and 50s or whatever.
Right.
That stuff doesn't count. So it's just stuff that debuted in the 70s and 80s. And I want to do 32. I was originally like, we could do 64, but that just sounds like pure hell.
What are you nuts?
Once I went through this list, I was like, dude, this is brutal. It might be hard to get to 32.
Listen, all I have to offer to this is Ninja Turtles. I grew up.
You've seen some of these.
I grew up
on here.
Mostly in the 90s with cartoons.
Oh, you're the baby. But what I want to do is we need to eliminate a bunch of these. So I'll just run down the list I have, and we'll just start eliminating some, and then we just need to pick our number one seeds. There'd be 4 of them. 4 number one seeds.
Literally Ninja Turtles. I have I'm gonna be like giving unnecessary bias.
I feel like Ninja Turtles will probably be hot. I don't know. We got to go through it, but let's eliminate some things first. Okay, so this one I feel like is a definite, needs to be on there. DuckTales. Does anybody feel
Okay.
strongly that DuckTales shouldn't be on there? I mean, I feel like
No,
DuckTales.
I think
I've never seen one episode. I think we talked about this before on the podcast, but it has such a following that I wouldn't object.
You can't argue that, yeah.
I'd go there. I'd have to go with DuckTales.
Yeah,
I forgot
DuckTales,
about
I
that
think,
one.
definitely needs to stay. I think also for episode 50, Mike Russo will be joining us, who was way back in episode 1. He was one of the first people to be on the show, and he is a cartoon historian. So I definitely want him. I definitely want him on there.
Nice.
Number. Well, this isn't number 2, but this is the second one on my list, which I feel like 3 of the 4 of us will definitely think should be on there, and that is Star Blazers.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert.
Oh,
That's my favorite.
Yeah, Star Blazers is fantastic. Dutch, do you remember Now, Dutch, you, as a kaiju tokusatsu Japanese entertainment aficionado, you've definitely seen Space Battleship Yamato, which is what Star Blazers is.
Yeah.
So you definitely know of it.
I know of it. It was not something that I was like into or watched a lot.
Then we have, this was I liked this cartoon, Brave Star. This was it was set in the future, but it was like the Old West. He was a Native American. He had the eyes of the wolf and the speed of the puma and the something of the something. Anyone remember Brave Star?
I don't remember it enough to keep it on the list if we're eliminating stuff.
Okay. Saturday morning classic, Captain Caveman.
Oh my god.
Captain Caveman!
Personal favorite.
Yeah. This one's a good one, but this was actually didn't have a ton of episodes. The toys were incredible. It had the Chris Latta, the voice of Starscream, as one of the bad guys, decompose, and that is Inhumanoids. I loved the cartoon. I loved the toys. All right, we'll keep that on the outskirts. I just have this as all the versions because there are multiple things that all fall under the umbrella of the Super Friends. Because you have Super Friends, you have Challenge of the Super Friends, you have all that.
The Super Friends are a number 1 seed. Easy.
So Super Friends,
easily. That
versions.
was my Saturday morning growing up, man. Super Friends, all of that.
All right, Super Friends makes the cut. Next up, I have a cartoon that I feel like I'm the only one who remembers it existed. The Jackson 5.
I remember that.
I remember that.
All right, you all remember the Jackson 5? Were we putting the Jackson 5 on there?
The terrible dance move cartoon spinning that just kept. It felt like it was just on loop.
Yep.
Like you do the thing, spin.
Yeah.
Spin. Yep.
Didn't care.
Going. Oh,
yep.
So painful.
Another Saturday morning classic, Muppet Babies.
I was a little old for them.
I don't think I watched that.
No.
I can't recall. Mask sounds familiar.
Yeah, I remember Mask.
Mask was cool as shit. That was the one where they all wore masks that had different powers, and then their cars also turned into other vehicles. So, like the one dude's car turned into a jet, and the one.
It was like, how do we combine GI Joe and Transformers? And came up with Mask.
Exactly. Yeah. This one's definitely making it. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
You goddamn right it is.
Gotta be on there.
One hundo.
This one's easily making it. GI Joe.
Yeah.
Goes without saying is making it. This one I feel like also has to make it. The Smurfs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're into some on the cusps. We got Silverhawks, which I only vaguely remember.
I remember Silverhawks. I would not keep them on the list.
Okay. I had a lot of women and girls that I went to high school with on there saying My Little Pony.
I would figure Strawberry Shortcake would be
it's on there too. It's
all
right. Speed Buggy.
Yeah, I remember Speed Buggy. Yeah.
he spoke with like a stutter.
Yeah, that wasn't that like a Hanna-Barbera?
It was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. Yeah. Challenge of the GoBots. Though they were, I feel like
I would not.
Should be like an 8th seed at least.
I don't know. I don't know that I'd put them in the tournament. They were a Transformers.
Well, speaking of Transformers, they're next. You know they're on there.
They're on there.
Yeah. Josie and the Pussycats. Shockingly started in the 70s. I did not realize that. I thought it was older for some reason. Dungeons. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, do we have the Perils of Penelope Pitstop by any chance?
I don't know what that is.
The problem with those, dude, the thing with those Hanna-Barbera cartoons like that is there were so many of them. You know what I mean? Like so many. You could just do
Godzilla was
hundreds.
a 70s cartoon.
Oh, don't worry, it's on here.
Huckleberry Hound, Hong Kong Phooey.
Yeah, Huckleberry Hound is from the 40s.
Is it really?
Yep, I looked it up. Dungeons and Dragons.
Love that
I loved
cartoon.
it too. Yeah, I loved it too.
I loved it so much. They had a cameo. The characters had a cameo in the Dungeons and Dragons movie that came out last year.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
That was awesome.
Kid Video came up a bunch of times. I don't remember that at all. A lot of people mentioned it.
Is this the one where the kid's in the arcade and he like goes into the game?
Maybe. I literally
Am I making that up? I could be making that up.
So yeah, that'll stay off. The Grape Ape Show.
I did like Grape Ape when I was a kid.
Like Grape Ape too. He rode on the top of the van.
I can tell you, most of my experience with those was from the Laugh Olympics
and USA Cartoon Express.
Yeah, but like the Laugh Olympics had them all in there.
Oh yeah. They would all like compete against each other.
Yeah, and that's where a lot of my exposure to those characters were because I didn't watch a lot of their shows.
Yeah. Dino Mutt Dog Wonder. That was the one with Blue Falcon.
Yes.
Blue Falcon and Dino Mutt.
I always liked that one. Rainbow Bright.
I remember Rainbow Bright. I can't say I watched it.
I don't remember this one, but I included it, Quinn, because I feel like you may have liked it. Star Trek: The Animated Series. Don't remember it at all.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to look to see if that was 60s. That might be 60s.
No, that was 70s.
Yeah, I feel like it was 70s.
But that had all the original voice actors. And even though it was animated, they did like at least sometimes like highbrow shows. It's not a fun watch, even if you're like a big Star Trek fan. Because literally it's like they are bored reading their lines. So it sucks any enthusiasm out of the show.
You're like,
there is one where there's a giant Spock. Like I forget how it happens, but they like go to this planet and there is a giant Spock, and like I don't think he dies. Like somewhere out there, still a giant
Spock.
Exactly.
That would be like a really good Easter egg to put into like an upcoming Star Trek movie.
Season 1, episode 1 was September 8th, 1973.
Okay, so there you go. I feel like this is a potential number 1 seed. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Oh yeah, I love He-Man.
Has to be included.
I feel like it has. Well, it's definitely included, but I feel like it might be a number 1 seed.
I don't know. That's a lot of number 1 seeds because you got G.I. Joe and Transformers.
G.I. Joe, I know it's going to be tough. Pac-Man, I do remember it.
Yeah, I remember the Pac-Man cartoon.
It was all right. She-Ra, me.
I remember when it was. I wouldn't include that. I remember it. It was just a He-Man spinoff.
Yep. Speaking of He-Man spinoffs or He-Man ripoffs, Thundercats.
Oh man,
I was just gonna say Thundercats has to be included. You have to
absolutely, absolutely.
In the mix,
what a great show that was. Thundercats was a great show,
and still kind of holds up. Like a lot of these don't, but some of the stuff in Thundercats was way more like wasn't quite on the level of like the '90s cartoons that we started getting, like that could have been enjoyed by adults or kids. But like there was some like interesting, weird sci-fi stuff in Thundercats that a lot of like He-Man certainly didn't have any of that type of stuff, you know. So Captain N, the Game Master. That might have been the one you were thinking of, Quinn. This is where the kid went into the Nintendo games.
Oh, okay.
That might have been the one you were thinking of. It was not good. This one had its cool toys. Sectars, you remember them?
I remember the toys. I don't remember the cartoon. I don't
really remember the cartoon.
A lot of these I remember because like my younger cousins I would babysit for, and they had the Silverhawk toys.
Yeah.
And they had the Sectars.
TMNT. Goes without saying.
Yeah.
Goes without saying. I feel like this goes without saying too. Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
it spawned a movie.
Yeah.
It spawned a live action movie.
Yeah, Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
How about Heathcliff?
I remember the Heathcliff show. I don't know that I watched the cartoon, but I used to have like Heathcliff books.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like big collected comic strips.
Yeah. What about, speaking of Orange Cats, what about Garfield and Friends?
Yeah,
It's
I
the
like
same
that.
to me too.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know if it's on that level though. How about Voltron?
Voltron's a good one.
I would
Yeah.
say Voltron has to go past the
Yeah.
mustard.
Yeah, absolutely. Robotech.
Voltron always makes me think of Battle of the Planets. Is that on there?
Battle of the Planets is maybe. We got a ways to go.
What about the Rambo cartoon?
There was a Rambo cartoon?
There was a Rambo cartoon.
There was. It did not make the list. There was also. Oh wait, no, it's on here. But first we got to do Robotech, which I don't really remember other than it being mechs and kind of not as cool as Voltron.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
This one's 100% going on there. The Real Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great. I also was a fan of this one, Alvin and the Chipmunks. I feel like that one needs to be on there. That was a Saturday morning staple.
Yeah, but they're old too. I mean, the cartoon might have
but that
not
cartoon
been old.
was definitely 80s. Yeah. Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would put that if that would go past the mustard. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll put that on the cusp. Dino Saucers. I only vaguely remember. I do remember they had cool toys. Same thing with this next one, the Centurions. I remember having cool toys.
Yeah.
Rambo, as Dutch mentioned. I don't remember this one. Galaxy Rangers.
I that sounded familiar. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. Snorks, which were basically underwater Smurfs.
Yeah, it was Smurf spinoff.
Monchi-Chi, which were
Still remember that theme song.
Yeah, oh yeah. Rescue Rangers, Chip and Dale.
I would say that has to be.
I think that
considered.
needs to be on there. Yeah. Gummy Bears, I think definitely needs to be on there.
Does it though?
Oh, dude, Gummy Bears is great.
I don't know about that. Are you confusing that with the Care Bears?
No, I like the Gummy Bears. They drank gummy bear juice and bounced on their asses.
Oh my
god. Strawberry Shortcake. Thundar the Barbarian.
Yeah,
I loved Thundar the Barbarian.
Yeah, Thundar's on there. Godzilla.
He was a caveman with a lightsaber.
He was basically a He-Man with a lightsaber.
My heart wants Godzilla. Objectively, it's kind of there.
I loved it when I was a kid. I loved that.
It too. Godzuki, the laser beam eyes. They pushed a button and he popped out. That was the coolest shit to me. So yeah, it's definitely.
But it was also like the like I watched the Godzilla cartoon the same way I watched the Hulk live action show. Like you're just waiting for Godzilla to show up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But a lot of these shows are like that. Like same thing with like Voltron. Like why didn't they just form Voltron right from the get go?
Yeah.
Like why go through all the bullshit? You know what I mean?
Did you guys ever see the Robot Chicken skit with Voltron, where like he can't put himself together the right way, and like let's take it back to step one, and people are dying on the space station, and then just like da 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 da. Like I gotta send it to you guys. It's hilarious.
What about
there's a funny Key and Peele sketch that's like a Voltron spinoff where he's the Green Ranger, but they keep calling him Black Ranger. Call me that because I'm black. They're like, no time for this, Black Ranger.
He's like, whoa.
And he gets pissed and leaves, so they can't form the whole robot.
All right, well, that puts us right now at 29, and I have a lot of stuff to go.
For the love of God, I thought you said 32.
That's all right. That's what I'm saying. So we got to get to 32. We need 3 more. And there's
Herculoids.
Herculoids is 60s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but Jabberjaw wasn't.
Jabberjaw.
I love Jabberjaw.
Jabberjaw's great.
We got Gem and the Holograms.
That's after my time. I didn't really watch that.
I feel like maybe include that one just for the ladies.
No.
But what about Dino Riders?
No.
How about Fantastic Max?
No.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, man, Fantastic Maps is cool as shit.
If I don't know what it is, I'm saying no.
The Super Mario Brothers Super Show with Captain Lou Albano.
Oh, but that's part live action.
Well,
Oh, wasn't there a wrestling cartoon?
Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling.
Rockin' Wrestling, yeah.
If Super Mario Brothers Super Show isn't on there, Rockin' Wrestling definitely isn't on there.
There was also one I used to watch, which I don't think it was on long, but it was like it was a cartoon. It was like a high school where they all had superpowers.
I kind of do vaguely remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember
what it was called.
What it was.
I do vaguely remember it.
And I used to get the reason I watched it, I would get hyped for it because in comic books they would advertise it. They would advertise like the Saturday morning lineup.
Did it have live action kids in the like in between segments that played the kids from the show? If it is,
might have. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't really remember.
How about Ewoks and or droids?
No, I didn't watch those.
That was terrible. We also had the Not Real Ghostbusters, which was the one with the monkey.
The Not Real Ghostbusters.
Not Real Ghostbusters. That was not good. Dino Riders, Dutch. I feel like you would have been Dino
Riders I could fuck with, yeah.
Yeah. All right. What about? I feel like the last two should be these two. Fat Albert.
Oh,
I feel like has to be. I feel like has to be there.
Yeah, I can get behind that one.
And I feel like Hong Kong Phooey needs to be
Hong
there.
Kong Phooey. Number one super
What
guy.
about Underdog? Is he too early?
Underdog is from he's old, man. He's not as old as Mighty Mouse, but he's
What about the Mighty Heroes?
No, I looked them up.
Oh,
They're very old. I think they're from the 60s.
That was great.
Really?
Yeah, the Mighty Heroes was cool as hell because I looked them up specifically for this list. Underdog is old. What's the other one? Rocky and Bullwinkle is old.
Yeah, I knew that was old.
Yeah. So basically,
what was the one that if you got up too early on a Saturday, you had to watch? It was like Courageous Cat,
and Minute Mouse.
Minute Mouse.
Yeah, I would be so annoyed if I got up too early because they were not enjoyable. They're from the 60s. They were a riff on the Adam West Batman.
Yeah.
Some other ones that came up were Defenders of the Earth, which I don't really remember. Bionic 6, I don't remember. Spiral Zone, Visionaries, Danger Mouse, Pup Named Scooby Doo, Cops, which was an acronym for something.
I was going to say, wait. There was a Cops animated series before.
Yeah, but it was an acronym. I forget what it was for. There was also a Police Academy animated series, shockingly.
Well, if they had Rambo, why not have?
Exactly. I mean, they had everything. They had a pole position one on here, like the Paw. What about the Paw Bears? Anybody remember them?
Vaguely, yeah.
They had a totem pole that would come to life at the end and save them every episode, which is another one of those things. It's like, dude, just bring the totem pole right at the beginning as soon as the bad guy appears.
Well, that was always the question asked about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Why the fuck not form the Megazord right off the bat?
Form the goddamn robot. All right. So number one seeds, I feel like the short list of number one seeds would be DuckTales, Star Blazers, Super Friends, Transformers, G.I. Joe, TMNT. Am I missing anything?
I don't know. That's a lot of number one seeds. Shouldn't you only have like 4?
Well, we're only going to have 4, so we need to narrow it down from that list. So, like, what's a TMNT has to be one, right? Or should it be a number 2?
In honor of Dutch, I'll say yes.
Yes.
I'll say just in honor of popularity.
Yeah, I mean, I think it has to be.
The series.
But then I also think then Transformers definitely has to be, and G.I. Joe definitely has to be, right?
Yeah, they both do.
I would say so. I would agree. I
don't know that I would put Spider-Man on there. I think that's more of our preference.
As a number one, I don't think that should be a number one. I think the other number one has to be He-Man.
Yes. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
I mean, that's
I would agree with that.
Yeah. And then I think the next tier down, we could do Super Friends, like for number 2.
Yep.
And honestly, like, should Star Blazers be a number 2?
I don't know. I don't think I know I loved it.
Yeah.
But I don't know that it had any sort of, cultural standing.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's very early '80s kids. You know what I mean?
It was also like an early afternoon show. It wasn't a Saturday morning show. It wasn't like, we were home for school for G.I. Joe Transformers. Star Blazers, I remember, was on at 2:30.
Yes. And I remember catching it because I was in kindergarten. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we were.
And that's why
young.
I would get to see it. Yeah.
I was in second grade when I would watch it. So,
so like, shit. Well, DuckTales has to be a number 2.
Yeah, probably.
I feel
DuckTales was huge.
DuckTales is a definite. The Real Ghostbusters has to be a number 2.
I hated that
I
show.
feel like. Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I loved that.
Because I loved the movie so much, and I was like, "Who are these clowns?"
And Thundercats has to be the 4th number 2, right?
The 4th, Thundercats was my favorite. Yeah, I like that.
That has to be the 4th number 2. All right, then the rest of it, should we just randomly? I can just enter them into a thing and have it randomly generate.
Yeah, we trust you.
Are there any that you feel like should be definitely like this is a number 8 because it's not that good? You know what I mean?
I mean, Spider-Man should be a higher seed.
I think Spider-Man should be in the 3.
Yeah. Remember the old Hulk show too? That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thundar maybe should be a 3.
I like Thundar too. Yeah.
That's what I mean. It gets tough when you have to actually, like list them out like that. But all right, so
I think the Smurfs should probably be a number 2.
Oh yeah, shit. The Smurfs.
Yep.
Who are we taking off? Super Friends? Put them in number 3?
No.
Well, they were a bigger deal than the Super Friends.
Because I don't feel like
I know.
they were a bigger deal.
It's feelings versus objectivity. So
yeah.
And Smurfs, I think, is the longest running cartoon series of that era.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Dude, they have Smurf movies every year still.
To this day, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Talk about
then
this
we'll do
test of time.
Spider-Man and we'll do Super Friends as a number 3. Like, is Josie and the Pussycats a number 3?
no,
that show was
memorable.
Cool. Yeah,
it's memorable, but I don't know if I would put that as a 3 seed.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Any of them that have a live action movie should be ahead of the ones that do not.
that don't. Yeah, you're probably right.
That is a good point. That's a good point.
But then again, are we gonna?
But was it a good live action movie? That's the question.
I've heard. I never saw the movie, right? But I read an article recently that was talking about how underrated that movie is, and it has like a cult following now for how
really
how ahead of its time it was.
Everybody does that now on Twitter and shit. It's like this
Well,
movie is better than when it came out.
Yeah, everybody wants to go back and retroactively look at things. I mean, like Fat Albert should be a number 3, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like school in the summertime. No class.
No class.
Then we just need one other number 3, and I mean, Voltron, maybe.
Voltron was popular.
Inspector Gadget needs to be in the top 3 seeds, I think.
It was very popular.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. To me, or maybe Muppet Babies. I'm going to say Inspector Gadget.
Inspector Gadget over Muppet Baby, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's the first 3 seeds done. I mean, the 8th seeds are going to be stuff like, Speed Buggy,
Jabberjaw,
and Jabberjaw, and the Jackson 5.
Man.
And Turbo Teen. You remember Turbo Teen?
No.
You don't remember that creepy ass show? You have to remember.
Is he the one that turned into a car?
It has to be etched into your brain the way his mouth would stretch out to become the grill of the car.
Oh, right.
And his hands would become the tires of the car.
I would never remember that until you said that thing.
Because it was so creepy looking. It was so creepy looking.
Remember, speaking of that, you remember Plastic Man?
Yes, I do remember.
That show was
yeah.
I remember
that was fun.
Is in the DC comics, isn't Plastic Man technically like the strongest of the superheroes?
He's like super powerful, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember
Well, because he can't be killed.
Yeah, I was watching one of the DC animated movies, and I remember there's a Batman has a line in there where they're like, where he basically is like, we need to get Plastic Man. He's like basically the strongest of any of us.
Yeah,
essentially.
He's got like that Deadpool quality where you can't. There's nothing you can do to.
He's the first, and he's the first stretchy guy ever.
Yeah,
he's the OG, I believe.
Yeah. And
Could
then
be wrong.
Then came Elongated Man.
all right. Well, next episode I'll have the full bracket, and then what I feel like I'll do is I'll put the brackets out on my Facebook page and let the audience vote, and then we'll use that vote as like a tiebreaker vote. You know what I mean? So
sure.
I feel like that.
And then we might want to do, just because none of mine are going to win, like our own top 3 or top 5.
Oh yeah, we should definitely do our own brackets.
Yeah.
By the way, where the hell's Dogman been?
Yeah. Have there been no Dogman sightings?
Love it.
Why keep Dogman a secret? in many.
Wait, we actually have Dogman? For real? Oh, shit.
In many, if not all stories about the Dogman, there are often claims of national park leaders and rangers and policemen going out of their way to threaten the survivors and keep the existence of Dogman secret. What on earth would be the reason for doing so? Especially given that these animals are often described as aggressive and dangerous. It just doesn't make sense to me. I was thinking about this, and I have a theory that it may relate to whether or not these beings are simply fresh flesh and blood creatures or paranormal in nature. If you know anything about the Dogman phenomenon, you know it's been a fixture and folklore and mythology for hundreds of years. And oftentimes in the olden days, sailors would describe giant squids as monsters or manatees as mermaids. Everything is a monster until we discover and study it. So is the secrecy simply about squashing a rumor or folktale? But you would think if these are dangerous animals roaming around in state parks, bayous, and woods, the powers that be knew of their existence, then why on earth keep it a secret? Especially when people would get hurt or even murdered. What exactly is worth the loss of human life? It must be pretty shocking, right? If a bear was just a rumor and humanity, the scientific community, never discovered bears, and then people started claiming they were being attacked by them, would we keep the existence of bears a secret? Imagine the mind that writes this many paragraphs. So, is this I'm just reading it how it's written. So, is this an indicative regarding the true nature of a Dogman? That he is, in fact, a supernatural, extra-dimensional entity? If so, that would be worthy of the cover-ups I'm always reading about. One suggestion I hear is that those who work in the national park system don't want to lose business or visitors to their parks. But do parks even make money in the first place? I just don't understand why the powers that be would be to choose to hide this and keep it from people. They would have a really good reason. Dear God, man. There is often discussion that these animals are either paranormal in nature or flesh and blood creatures. And honestly, the fact that these beings are being so aggressively hidden and cover up leads me to lean toward the notion that they are in fact paranormal, which, by the way, I don't personally believe. What? I'm just curious about what is so friggin' important and valuable to risk or sacrifice people's lives. It's a good question, sir.
Yeah.
Here's some comments. I like the way you think. It's a good question. Please never doubt or look for them, and be careful in the woods. I wouldn't recommend being in them after dark. They are real, 100%. I saw one. Wasn't no bear. Wasn't in no park. Just outside rural Canadian
Wasn't in no park. Wasn't no bear.
Wasn't
A lot of
in
double negatives.
No bear.
Just outside rural Canadian town. The follow-up comment to that guy's comment was, what town? I saw a Dogman near Murmur, Ontario on the Bruce Trail Primrose Loop in 1999.
Okay.
All right.
We should ask Chat GPT to make us Dogman sighting stories, and then just flood Reddit with them.
Flood the Reddit group. I haven't been in there in a while, so that's one I've had for a while. But Dutch reminded me, and I saw we hadn't quite hit 90 minutes, and now we have. So there you go, Dutch. We kept it. We couldn't keep it under 90 minutes, and only you were to blame.
Listen, for Dogman, I'll go
stay
the
up late for
extra view.
Dogman.
I'll go the extra view.
Yeah. All right. That is pretty much all I have. So yeah. Next episode, I fucking don't know. Maybe you know what? The Young Guns, well, that's on August, but Young Guns did premiere in August 1988. We can maybe talk about that. I'm sure we'll talk about Peacemaker. We'll also have some more cartoon madness leading up to episode 50.
Let's have some football predictions next time.
We'll have football predictions next time.
Oh,
and
no.
I want to throw this out to you guys, and if you want to do it, I think we should do it next week. But no, we can do it for it doesn't matter. But I feel like we should all watch this new War of the Worlds and discuss it.
I watched some of it.
The Ice Cube one?
Yeah, the Ice
Yes.
Because apparently it is really, really something.
It is.
Yeah, apparently it is just unbelievable. So
I was in Virginia and watched some of that movie during a
Why?
I was with a group of people. It was a night before a wedding, and yeah, it was crazy.
yeah, apparently it's really bad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
All right, I'll check it out. Oh, Brian, that reminds me that Spike Lee movie with Denzel Washington is Kurosawa remake. Are you?
it's a remake of High and Low. Yeah.
Yeah, you going to be on that?
Yeah, I would. I'm curious about it. That's a good movie. Denzel's solid. I always like a Denzel. High and Low is a pretty good movie. I have not seen High and Low in a long time. I used to have it on VHS, so that tells you how long it's been since I've seen it. But yeah, that'll probably be good. But yeah, that's all I got. If you want to reach out to us, we do have an email. It's thegenxlounge@gmail.com. You can just send a text message to us through the podcast app. Please tell your friends to listen to the podcast. That's how we get new listeners. And unless any of you guys have anything interesting that you want to add, we are done.
Always
All
a
right,
pleasure,
then.
fellas.
All right, gents.
Catch you next time, people.
Yes, sir. Quinn, drive safe, buddy.